America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
It's the 149th episode of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. Thank you so much for downloading this episode. What I've prepared for you today is 3 fast-paced rounds of fun pop culture trivia. Each round consists of 7 questions with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answers. At the end of each round, we will go over everything you were just asked and tell you all of the answers. Our categories today, we'll do movies for round 1, a miscellaneous round for round number 2, and close it out today with a music round. So good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1 is the movie round. Question 1. A Disney movie that hit theaters in June 1994 holds the record as the best-selling VHS tape of all time. It was released on VHS in March 1995, and it featured a special preview for Disney's upcoming movie, Pocahontas. 4.5 million tapes were sold right when the VHS was released, with that number growing to around 30 million over the years. What movie was it? Question 2. You're going to fill in the blank. In 1987, a sequel to Revenge of the Nerds hit theaters. In this installment, the guys from Lambda 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 head to a national fraternity convention in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The official title of this film was Revenge of the Nerds 2. Blank. Fill in the blank. Question 3. In what 1992 sports comedy would you find the following characters? Matthew, Martha, Chester, Kimberly Mullen, Penny Pester, Sally Ann Wellfelt. Question 4. What actor provided the voice of Baby Mikey in the 1989 romantic comedy, Look Who's Talking? Question 5. This actor played Eli Cash in The Royal Tenenbaums. He also played Kevin in Meet the Parents and Drillbit Taylor in the movie Drillbit Taylor. Name this actor. Question 6. What is the name of Atreyu's horse in the Never-Ending Story? And question 7. In Meet the Parents and its sequels, Robert De Niro plays Jack. What is Jack's last name? And that's going to wrap up round number 1. Here come your answers. Question 1. A Disney movie that hit theaters in June 1994 holds the record as the best-selling VHS tape of all time. It was released on VHS in March 95 and featured a special preview of Disney's upcoming movie, Pocahontas. That was a big deal back then. That was your first look at Pocahontas. 4.5 million tapes were sold right when the VHS was released. That number has grown to around 30 million over the years. What movie was it? The Lion King. So The Lion King is the best-selling VHS tape ever. Question 2, fill in the blank. In 1987, a sequel to Revenge of the Nerds hit theaters. In this installment, the guys from Lambda 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 head to a national fraternity convention in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The official title of this film was Revenge of the Nerds 2 blank. The answer is Nerds in Paradise. So there you go. If you're looking for paradise, look no further than Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Question number 3. In what 1992 sports comedy would you find the following characters? Matthew, Martha, Chester, Kimberly Mullen, Penny Pester, and Sally Ann Wellfelt. That is Ladybugs. I can't tell you how many times I watched Ladybugs in the early to mid 90s. I've actually now gotten to interview 2 of the girls from that film. You can find it over on The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi, which is the other pop culture show that I do. Both of them were awesome, had so many fun early 90s child actor Hollywood stories. So I interviewed the girl that was Penny Pester and the girl who was Sally Ann Wellfelt. That's the one that broke her nail in the final game and caused a big scene. So anyway, if you're into that kind of thing, check out those interviews. They were both pretty entertaining. Question number 4. What actor provided the voice of Baby Mikey in the 1989 romantic comedy Look Who's Talking? Bruce Willis. Look Who's Talking was written and directed by Amy Heckerling. She is the same person who wrote and directed Clueless and who directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Question 5. This actor played Eli Cash in The Royal Tenenbaums, Kevin in Meet the Parents, and Drillbit Taylor in Drillbit Taylor. Name the actor. That is Owen Wilson. Question 6. Time to dig up some childhood trauma. What is the name of Atreyu's horse in the Neverending Story? That poor thing was named Artax. A-R-T-A-X. And question 7. In Meet the Parents and its sequels, Robert De Niro plays Jack. What is Jack's last name? Burns.
Round 2.
Round 2 is a mixed round. We're going to bounce around a bit. Starting with question number 1. Beginning in 1989, a fast food chain used a group of cartoon characters and a dog as their mascots. They were known as the Kids Club Gang. There was Kid Vid, Boomer, Jaws, IQ, Snaps, Wheels, and JD the dog. What restaurant featured this animated group in their ads? Question 2. This music festival started in 1991 as a touring event. In 1996, Metallica was added to the tour, a decision that caused some controversy with fans and supporters of the festival. The festival is still in operation, but rather than touring, it now takes place annually in Chicago. Name the festival. Question 3. In the late 80s, what fast food restaurant chain added a dessert item called Cinnamon Twists to their menu? This item effectively replaced an item they were previously selling that was called Cinnamon Crispas. Name the fast food chain. Question 4. Who played the character Breathless Mahoney in the 1990 Dick Tracy film? Question 5. A sitcom called Monty ran for one season in 1994. It was about a conservative talk show host whose family happened to be rather liberal. What famous actor starred in the series as the main character, Monty Richardson? Question 6. Stone Gossard is a guitar player, co-lyricist, and founding member of what famous and still active rock band? Question 7. In the spring of 2000, McDonald's launched a new salad offering. Touted as a portable and convenient fresh meal, this salad was served in a clear plastic cup with a domed lid. By the end of 2003, this offering was discontinued. What was the name of this salad in a cup? And that's going to do it for round 2. Here come your answers. Question 1. Beginning in 1989, a fast food chain used a group of cartoon kids and a dog as their mascots. They were known as the Kids Club Gang. There was Kid Vid, Boomer, Jaws, IQ, Snaps, Wheels, and JD the dog. What restaurant featured this animated group in their ads? That is Burger King. Question 2. This music festival started in 1991 as a touring event. In 1996, Metallica was added to the tour, a decision that caused some controversy with fans and supporters of the festival. The festival is still in operation, but rather than touring, it now takes place annually in Chicago. Name the festival. That is Lollapalooza. So Nirvana was on the verge of being the Lollapalooza headliner in 1994. They were apparently offered $10 million to do this, and Kurt Cobain declined it. And it was while that negotiation was still kind of going on is when he passed away. It was like the same week. He declined that offer, and then later that week, we learned that he had died. Question number 3. In the late 80s, what fast food restaurant chain added a dessert item called Cinnamon Twists to their menu? The item effectively replaced an item they were previously selling called Cinnamon Crispas. Name the fast food chain. That is Taco Bell. The Cinnamon Twists. I liked those for a while when I was like 12. Haven't had them in a long, long time. Question 4. Who played the character Breathless Mahoney in the 1990 Dick Tracy film? That is Madonna. Remember McDonald's did that big cross-promotion with the Dick Tracy movie? They had the collectible plastic cups that had pictures of the various characters on them. They had a scratch-off game. It was Match the Mugshot. I would get so into those McDonald's sweepstakes games when I was a kid. I loved it. Anytime they did a tie-in with a major movie as a kid, I got so into it. They did one with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Then, of course, they did their Monopoly game like once a year. Oh, those were so fun. Question number 5. A sitcom called Monty ran for one season in 1994. It was about a conservative talk show host whose family happened to be rather liberal. What famous actor starred in this series as the main character, Monty Richardson? Henry Winkler. David Schwimmer from Friends was also in that, and so was a female actress, China Cantor. China is the daughter of 2 members of Jefferson Airplane, and one of the co-stars in a cult classic movie that I am obsessed with from the mid-90s called The Stoned Age. Question number 6. Stone Gossard is a guitar player, co-lyricist, and founding member of what famous and still active rock band? Pearl Jam. I threw the term still active in there because Stone Gossard was also a member of the band Green River, Mother Love Bone, and Temple of the Dog. So Pearl Jam is the answer I was looking for there. Question 7. In the spring of 2000, McDonald's launched a new salad offering, touted as a portable and convenient fresh meal. This salad was served in a clear plastic cup with a domed lid. By the end of 2003, this offering was discontinued. What was the name of this salad in a cup? McSalad Shakers.
Round 3.
Your final round today is a music round. Question 1. In 1989, this singer was working as a backup vocalist for Gloria Estefan. His debut 1992 self-titled album would sell 7 million copies. 2 of the hit songs on that album were Angel and Do You Believe in Us? Name the artist. Question 2. Metallica's self-titled album, commonly referred to as the Black Album, features the classic Metallica songs Enter Sandman, Sad But True, The Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters, and Wherever I May Roam. In what year did Metallica release that album? Question 3. An Irish singer who had a critically acclaimed 1990 album release called I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got. The album contains a cover song that happens to be the most famous song this artist ever released. Name the artist. Question 4. A song called E.T. from 2010 was a #1 hit. Since its release, the song has sold over 6 million digital downloads. It came from an album called Teenage Dream. Name the artist. Question 5. I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. The song Use Somebody is from a 2008 album called Only by the Night. What band gave us this song? Question 6. A funk rock band formed in Ohio, best known for their 1976 hit song, Play That Funky Music. Name the band. And question 7. An R&B quartet hailing from Los Angeles, whose sound was influenced by the New Jack Swing style of the late 80s and early 90s. Their debut single, Here We Go Again, sampled Michael Jackson's song, I Can't Help It, and it reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1992. Its chorus features the lyrics, Here we go, going through the same thing. The group appeared in an episode of Family Matters, where they're seen performing Here We Go Again at the high school prom. The character Waldo mentions that he got them to perform because one of the members is his cousin. Name this R&B group. And that is going to do it for our music round. Here come your final 7 answers. Question 1. In 1989, this singer was working as a backup vocalist for Gloria Estefan. His debut 1992 self-titled album would sell 7 million copies. 2 of the hit songs on that album were Angel and Do You Believe in Us? Name the artist. That is John Cicada. Gloria Estefan really mentored John in the late 80s, early 90s. John, you can hear singing backup on Gloria's hit song, Coming Out of the Dark. Question 2. Metallica's self-titled album, commonly referred to as the Black Album, features the classic Metallica songs Enter Sandman, Sad But True, The Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters, and Wherever I May Roam. In what year did Metallica release that album? The answer is 1991. That album came out the week I turned 10 years old. It came out October 12th, 1991. They sold almost 600,000 copies of that album during its first week. That album has now grown well over 16 million. By 2016, this is interesting, they did the math. At that point, the album was 25 years old. And not a week had gone by since the album came out where it had sold fewer than 1,000 copies. In 2016, it was still selling on average 5,000 copies a week. Isn't that crazy? To think that an album that old is still selling a couple thousand copies every week. That's awesome. Question 3. An Irish singer who had a critically acclaimed 1990 album release called I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got. The album contains a cover song that happens to be the most famous song this artist ever released. Name the artist. Had to throw this question in there. Sinead O'Connor. Rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor. Question 4. A song called E.T. from 2010 was a #1 hit. Since its release, the song has sold over 6 million digital downloads. It came from an album called Teenage Dream. Name the artist. That is Katy Perry. Question 5. I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. The song Use Somebody is from a 2008 album called Only by the Night. What band gave us this song? Kings of Leon. Question 6. A funk rock band formed in Ohio, best known for their 1976 hit song, Play That Funky Music. Name that band. That is Wild Cherry. And question 7, quite a build-up for this one. An R&B quartet hailing from Los Angeles, whose sound was influenced by the New Jack Swing style of the late 80s, early 90s. Their debut single, Here We Go Again, sampled Michael Jackson's song, I Can't Help It, and it reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 back in '92. Its chorus features the lyrics, Here we go, going through the same thing. This group appeared on an episode of Family Matters, where they're seen performing Here We Go Again at the high school prom. The character Waldo mentions that he got them to perform because one of the members is his cousin. Name this R&B group. Portrait. So if Portrait doesn't ring a bell, look up the song Here We Go Again by Portrait, and you've probably heard it 1,000 times. So my son is 10 years old now, and he is obsessed with Family Matters. It's always on one of the streaming services. He will watch it anytime he plops in front of the TV. He just puts on Family Matters. He's obsessed with it. So therefore, I have now re-seen every episode of Family Matters 45 times in the last 2 years. And the show got really bizarre towards the end. They even brought in a new actress to play the mom in the final season. But they did have some cool musical guests through the run of that show. Portrait was on there. Missy Elliott was on there. New Edition was on there. Immature was on there. It's really a fun show to go back and watch. So if you have kids, in that, I'd say 8 to 12 range, and they haven't been introduced to Family Matters yet, show it to them. I bet they will love it. They love the Urkel character, and it's clean. You know what I mean? Like the shows, there's no episodes that you're going to have a problem with them watching. They kept it clean. Guys, that's going to do it for episode 149 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. I'm Joe Parisi. Thank you so much for listening. I mentioned it earlier. I do have another podcast that I host called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Each episode is about a particular 80s or 90s topic. Usually it's a movie or a TV show, and we track down people who were in those projects and learn some stories, some behind-the-scenes stories. It's a fun show, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. My website, if you ever want to reach out, shoot me an email. You can email me through it. It is joeparisivoiceover.com. I am on Facebook, Instagram, at Joe Parisi VO. I always love connecting with you guys. I appreciate you guys spending part of your day with me. Enjoy whatever's left of it, and we'll talk again soon.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.